Let's test out both of these commands with a BusyBox container. First, we will use docker container create command. It is followed by -it tag, which means it will be interactive and teletype enabled. We haven't given it detached flag since we don't need to. We are naming our container cc-busybox A, and we are using image busybox with latest tag. When we run the command, since the content of the image is not available locally, it will be pulled from the Docker Hub. Once it is pulled, what you see at the end is the unique container ID created by Docker. The ID is unique, at least across the host and cluster if you are running any. Now our container should be created. To list out containers, we have to run the command docker ps-a. And once we do so, we get a list of all the containers which are running, are about to run, or have finished running on this host. The output layout is fairly simple, and the topmost entry is our recently created container. It is not in the running state yet, which can also be verified from the status column. It is followed by quite a few other containers which have finished running and have exited some time ago. Here, the resources are already ready to be allotted to the container but haven't been allotted yet. Don't worry, we will let this container enjoy its dream run as well. But before that, let's see what happens when we run a container instead. You might find this command similar to what we have used in some of our initial demos. It is because this is the most mainstream way to run it. This time we also put the D flag so we don't have to dive into the container, and we have named it cc-busybox B. Since we had already pulled the busybox image last time, Docker has cached the entirety of it and has simply returned us a container ID. If you are wondering why do we have an RM flag tagging along, it instructs Docker to delete this container after it has finished running. Let's check out docker ps-a again, and what we see is our top entry replaced by busybox B container. Unlike its counterpart called busybox A, this one is running for 6 seconds. In fact, there is also a 3-second difference between its creation time and its running time. You can assume that Docker took that time to allocate the resources and register it as a process to its host. Since we have our container running, we will play with it a bit more in the next lecture.